Hey everybody, welcome back to Building Up. My name is Tyler, and today I'll be making the Lego set we should have gotten from the Flash movie. Now, just to be clear, I really didn't like the movie overall, but there were a few things I thought were awesome that I wish we could have gotten in Lego form. And Lego actually was working on a set to release alongside the movie, but it got cancelled, likely due to the bizarre legal problems of Ezra Miller. Fortunately, we do have an official image of what that would have been. As you can see, it would have included 3 minifigures, Batman, the Flash, and Supergirl, and the main build would have been Michael Keaton's Batmobile. I thought it was kind of strange they were making the Batmobile, since we only saw it for a brief moment in the Batcave, as opposed to the new Batwing, which was the main vehicle they used in the movie. But luckily, Lego sort of retooled that Batmobile to make set 76224, Batman vs. the Joker Chase, based on the '89 Batman. And while I'm glad they did that for fans of that movie, I wish we would have gotten a Batwing set from the Flash, just maybe without the Flash figure because of the controversy. I know it would be kind of weird not to include the main character, but there were enough other elements in the movie I still enjoyed that could have made for an awesome Lego set. But since Lego won't be revisiting this anytime soon, it's up to us. So let's get to work. First off, I thought Sasha Calle was great as Supergirl. Granted, she wasn't given a ton to do, but I was immediately a little more interested every time she was on screen, so I wanted to start this project by making her as a minifigure. And here's what I came up with. Going from the bottom up, I just gave her some regular dark blue legs, then got that torso from Superman from the Batman vs. Superman and Justice League sets. Her suit is unique because it's completely red all the way down to the symbol on her chest, so I gave her these arms from Captain Carter from the Marvel Series 1 CMF to try and add a little more red to the shoulders. Then I gave her this head from Catwoman from the Batman and this parted wavy hair in black from the Nico mini doll from Lego Friends. It's definitely not a perfect figure, but I feel like it's as close as we can get, and I'm happy with it overall. The next character I want to include in this set is of course Batman. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a fan of the '89 Batman movie. Obviously Danny Elfman's music is super nostalgic from the Lego Batman video games, but I actually watched the movie for the first time a couple of years ago and I was pretty underwhelmed by it. That being said, I loved how Andy Muschietti directed the Batman action sequences in The Flash, and Michael Keaton finally won me over as the Caped Crusader in the movie, and then again at the Oscars.
Well, Arnold and I are presenting tonight together for a very obvious reason.
We both tried to kill Batman.
Yeah. There he is! He's right here! He's right here, look!
You have a lot of nerve to show your face
Oh, yeah,
around
you
here.
got, you know,
Son of a bitch.
you are a real beak breaker.
So here he is as a minifigure. All the pieces here came from the Batman 1992 polybag except for the head, which I swapped out with this smirking one from basically every other Batman figure because I just think that expression works better for Michael Keaton's Batman. You could also use the figure that came in the Batmobile set I mentioned earlier, or this Batwing set that was released around the same time, but the torso printing here is closer to his suit in The Flash. Plus, that new sort of rubber cape and cowl combo is literally perfect. I also wanted to make him with his cape in flight mode, so I gave him the spread out one from the wave of Batman sets from a few years ago, and I think it works really well. Then, instead of giving him that new cowl with the short ears that Lego has been using, I chose to stick with the old one with the longer ears because it's way closer to that rubber one. But my favorite part of this figure is the arms. I got these ones from the Vampire Bat from the Series 8 CMF, then cut off the wings and sanded them down just to get the plain extended arms. So clearly I broke the purist method here, but I think it was totally worth it, and I wish Lego would make specially molded arms like this for future Batman figures. Now I'm actually going to skip making a Flash minifigure for this project because his character was ironically one of the worst parts of the movie for me, and I don't think Ezra Miller deserves to be in the set after all their weird actions. But I guess if you really wanted to include the character, you could use the figure from this Justice League set. I know the suit is significantly different, but it's still a cool figure and wouldn't feel too out of place here. But moving on to the build, which is actually the reason I started this project in the first place, I wanted to make the new Batwing. I really fell in love with the updated design of this thing. The functions are really fun, with the whole thing being able to rotate around the cockpit and the seats dropping down from it. Those, combined with the shaping of it, make this one of my favorite Batman vehicles, and I felt like it would translate super well to Lego, so I was going to take a crack at building it on my own, but then I saw this one made by Built Bricks on the Rebrickable website, and while it doesn't have any of the functions we see in the movie, it's pretty amazing for a different reason. You can actually build it using only pieces from that official Batwing set, which is still on store shelves. Not only does that make it easy for fans to just pick up one set and have all the pieces you need for this alternative build, but it's also super creative. So here it is all built up, and I'm honestly shocked by how accurate the shaping is and how sturdy the build is given the limited number of parts Built Bricks had at their disposal. And I like how it still incorporates the stud shooters in the front and those gray panels on the wings. As you can see, I put it on this clear display stand which I picked up at my local Bricks and Minifigs because I felt like this one needed to be displayed in an action pose. But let me know in the comments if you would add anything or change anything to make this even better. And like I said, you can build this yourself just by picking up that official Batwing set and buying the instructions from Built Bricks on Rebrickable, which I'll leave a link to in the description. So there you have it, guys, an awesome custom Lego set based on what I thought was a not so awesome movie. Let me know how you felt about The Flash, and if you think Lego should have made this set, or if they were right to skip the movie entirely. But that'll do it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. But wait, if you're also a nerd and you want to see more, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok @BuildingUpBricks, and as always, keep building up.